Hi everyone, Comic Theory here. This time doing another Halloween film review for the last days of Halloween. And this one is on Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. Now, as you know, Halloween 3 Season of the Witch is a 1982 action science fiction horror film that was written and directed by Tommy Lee Wallace, as well as being produced by Deborah Hill and John Carpenter. Now, the original plans for the planned other Halloween movies was meant to be a kind of allegory series plans of films that John Carpenter and Deborah Hill had in mind. That was meant to feature kind of like around the night of Halloween with a different sequel containing its own character, setting, and storyline. But sadly, the film didn't do too well, and of course, reverted everything back to the status quo. And I can kind of see why they wanted to do it, as I feel Michael's storyline ended things there and there in the second one, as there was no need to carry on Michael Myers' storyline. So basically, the premise of the film is meant to feature Dr. Dan Cheris, who, after a patient gets murdered by some guys in a suit, he ends up kind of inspecting the Silver Shamrock Company and finds out one of the victim's daughter, Ellie, and him want to find out more truths about the company's Silver Shamrock, and of course, do some investigating. And of course, as soon as we see them go there, it's kind of clear the residents are a bit more brainwashed, a bit more believing that what they're told. And I think what makes the owner of the company Silver Shamrock, Colonel Coffin, work as a villain is that it's kind of clear he kind of plays this calm, collect, and kind of minded businessman. But of course, there is more truths about him. And I think for the most part, I would say Halloween 3 Season of the Witch really does show you the potential they had in mind. And I think for the most part, they really do show a bit more of a shady, darker company with these different kind of Halloween masks. The kind of commercials, the kind of hazards and kind of dark secrets company have that they don't want to share. And I kind of feel, to me at least, Dr. Dan Chalice actually does work like a character. He's trying to figure out what's really going on and wants to find out the truth. And I think for the most part, it does kind of give you this sign that John Carpenter and Deborah Hill were done with Michael Myers' storyline, as there was no real need to continue it. Michael Myers' death ended things there and there in the second one, despite the original Halloween 2 film being terrible. And I think for the planned allegory series would have been interesting, as I think other series have done this better, like Infinity Train, as there was no need to continue Tulip's storyline. Things ended there and there for her. And I think it's like looking at Digimon Adventure 2, as the story was over there and there, and when Season 3, 4, and 5 came, it featured a different premise with a new cast, new settings, and so on. Or Power Rangers, after the end of In Space, we saw new Rangers coming up and new tests and struggles. I think, to me at least, Halloween 3 Season of the Witch really shows you a more different side to what they had in mind. And I think it's a shame John Carpenter and Deborah Hill and Tommy Lee Wallace couldn't really give you the sequel they had in mind for the other planned films. So I think this one definitely deserves a thumbs up. Still good, and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.